Hi everyone! Learning how to begin phrases or entire compositions was another aspect of Partimento teaching. These beginnings could be continued imitatively using Fauxbourdon, or could incorporate voice-leading ideas, which, although at the time were probably not labelled as such, appear to underpin many Partimento exercises. In different exercises, these techniques could be used solely or could be combined. Sometimes imitation, for example, resulted in Fauxbourdon creating a series of equal imperfect consonances, such as a series of thirds or sixths. In this excerpt, for example, paesiello indicates where imitation should occur, here producing Fauxbourdon in tenths and later in thirds. Not all partimenti, however, included these instructions. Students therefore needed to be taught specific paradigms which could be incorporated and embellished as required. Many of these paradigms were based on the voice leading of common progressions, such as the initial chords of the rule of the octave. These progressions, often outlining a cadential formula, contain voice leading strands which may be arranged in different vertical combinations. The strands of these chords, for example, except for the 5-5-5 strand, all work forwards and backwards and as bass or upper parts. A simplified version of this progression is also used for many so-called passing progressions. In this excerpt, for example, Pergolesi combines a 1-7-1 strand in the continuo with a 1-2-3 strand in the violins and a 3-2-1 strand played by the viola. The same idea can be seen here in the opening of this fugue, where a 1-2-3 and 1-7-1 strand are combined with an inner part moving 5-4-5. The same voice leading ideas could also be used to underpin imitative parts beginning consecutively. Initially, in this paradigm, for example, tonic C major harmony is arpeggiated, outlining a 1-5-1 strand, which then moves as a 1-7-1 strand, above which the same strands may be combined in 2 and 3 parts. These paradigms, like all similar ideas, could be embellished or altered as required. While paradigms were used, often students were simply taught to recognize when a given part could be imitatively continued. In this Partimento opening, for example, this change of texture suggests the opening 16th note figure may be used above these notes. An idea confirmed by this 18th century realization. Use of paradigm types for teaching was not necessarily only used in the Partimento tradition. The German friar Johann Nenning, for example, published between 1670 and 1677 the Nova Instructio, which contains examples and realizations intended to teach improvisation and composition. Although not necessarily included as a Partimento text, Nenning, who lived in Rome between 1643 and 1655, may have had contact with the pioneers of that tradition. In his book, Nenning begins with different bass parts, to which he adds upper parts as chords and as different imitative, melodic, rhythmic, and contrapuntal figures. Here, for example, Nenning embellishes the underlying chordal basis initially as canonic figures beginning in the upper parts on the notes E and B, and then with different figures beginning on the notes C and E and B and F. I hope you found this useful. Thanks for watching. See you next time.